Hey, so this is how to clean your brushes. First off, prep your brushes by diluting a bit of your cleanser, if it's a liquid cleanser, in some water, lukewarm water, and let them soak. You don't ever want to cover the ferrule of the brush, which is the metal section, because you can break down the adhesive. Now, I'm going to be using the Normal Person shampoo, and I'll be talking about why in the rest of the tutorial. So let's get started. Okay, so cleaning your brushes is not that technical. I personally don't like soaking my brushes, so I'm using that Tupperware container you see in the video there and using your hands to clean them. The reason why I don't like soaking my brushes is because I have a tendency to forget about them. And I don't like over soaking your brushes. That can damage the bristles, damage the ferrule like I was talking about earlier. So when you're washing your brushes, natural bristles, I find are a lot easier to clean than synthetic. They do release the product quite quickly, so it's usually quite quick. The only thing about them is that they hold on to moisture a little bit more. So making sure you're squeezing out as much of the excess as possible, not pulling on the bristles, and just using sort of back and forth and rolling motions in the palm of your hand to work the cleanser through as much as possible. And the reason why I chose to use the Normal Person shampoo is because it's a paraben and sulfate free hair shampoo that's good for breaking down oils. It is a little bit astringent, so I do recommend not using that kind of thing too often. That's also why I'm not using dish soap, which is nicely hypoallergenic but very, very astringent. Even mild solutions can really start damaging your brushes. So as you can see here, using really light rolling motions, trying not to use too much pressure to clean your brushes, just in case, again, you don't want to break down the natural bristles in any of your brushes. Synthetic ones, you can be a little bit rougher, but even still, you want to be still gentle with them. Now with tricky to clean brushes, and I'll be going over a few examples. This is the first. White brushes can be really tricky to clean because they do like to hold onto product and get stained very easily. So making sure you have an oil-based or like a very good oil breaking down kind of cleanser. This is why I like the MAC Cosmetics Cleanse Off Oil, which is actually a face cleanser, or the Pure Melt cleansing gel by Clarins are both really great options because they both have an oil phase to them. That helps break down cleansers a little bit more. Now this brush I'm cleaning is a synthetic with a lot of oil-based products, so I'm using even more of the shampoo, not using a diluted formula to really get out as much of the product as possible, and using those back and forth motions, really trying to work that cleanser through the brush bristles as much as possible. This particular brush was a bit of a tricky one to clean because I had used a lot of face and body like film makeup for a photo shoot I was doing, so especially needed some extra love there. So I'm going to show you now how to do a quick clean for your brushes. These are for more of those alcohol-based cleansers, so the MAC brush cleanser and Beauty So Clean is an example of this. So using a paper towel as opposed to your hand, you would use the same motion and you soak your brush, or the paper towel, sorry, with a bit of the cleanser, and using the same swirling motions, just work it through the bristles as much as possible. This particular brush, I'm kind of doing like a semi-clean, so this one would be really quick and easy to use, but has gotten a bit more of a deeper clean than if you were doing this on set or whatever. So yeah, paper towel, just get some of that cleanser on there and just work through that brush, or work that brush through the cleanser as much as possible, and trying not to use the same area too much if you know that you're going to be using this between on different faces and stuff like that, so that you're not cross-contaminating. So that's why I'm kind of soaking one area and going on, moving on, and then soaking another area and moving on. But these are all my personal brushes, so I can do whatever I want. And I'm going to show you guys in a moment to the benefits of this for sort of trickier brushes to clean. I have a new one by MAC that's a little bit different, so I don't like soaking it too much. But this is, yeah, most efficient way to clean your brushes on set, and you can go in right like within 30 seconds on another face and start using your brushes again. So I love, 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 love it. And I do find that the MAC formula is a really, really great option because it does dry so quickly, and you know that they're going to be disinfecting really well. Now, a couple of trickier brushes to clean. Synthetic formulas using those alcohol-based cleansers are not that effective. As you can see here, as I'm trying to clean my 190 brush, foundation brush, you need, one, a lot more product, and two, like a lot more time to really get out as much of the makeup as possible, which I find is just not effective for when you're trying to do a deeper clean. See, look at how much product that these synthetic brushes hold on to. So using my formula, which I still have, my diluted formula with my hair shampoo, and actually using a little bit more of the shampoo in the bristles, really, really trying to work as that cleanser through as much as possible to really get out as much of the product. Foundations just hold, are just held in brushes so well, which is one, a good thing, but when you're trying to, you know, disinfect them and make them all beautiful for your face for the morning, just not as good to try and deal with. So making sure that you are using slightly more vigorous motions, still keeping your brush tilted down into the sink so you're not getting excess water into the brush, and really using your hands and your fingers to work that cleanser through. And because they are synthetic, you could use a slightly warmer water temperature if you like. And that's going to help the oils kind of move out of the brush as well. So you can still see some more product coming out. My foundation brush was really dirty, so that's part of it too, but even still, it's no fun. And I'm quite a stickler when it comes to clean brushes as well. Like when I'm doing a deep clean, I want my brushes like immaculate. So all of my brushes together took about 20 minutes to clean. That one was a little bit longer than others. So this brush that I'm about to clean for you guys is one of the new MAC Masterclass brushes. This one, you want to be really careful with how you're cleaning it. So as you can see, it kind of looks like a toothbrush, which I know a lot of people have thought about when they see them. So this, you don't want to soak them. So putting the cleanser in your hand, in a paper towel, whatever it is, and supporting the head of the brush with your finger, as you can see there, and really working through that cleanser as much as possible through the brush. And these do take a little bit longer to dry because they are so dense, but never tilting the brush into the head of the sink, or into the tap. So always keeping it pointed down as much as possible, because they are held in place, the bristles are held in place by an adhesive, and only an adhesive. So they're not like strung together like traditional brushes are. And you can see how much time it takes to clean them. So really focusing on these brushes, really making sure that you're working them through the bristles as much as possible. Again, these are synthetic, so they are a little bit trickier. So using an oil-based cleanser would have made this so much easier. Using like the MAC Cleanse Off Oil would have made it so much easier. But c'est la vie, that is okay. I don't have any extra lying around my place. And as you are finishing your clean, making sure to squeeze out as much of the excess moisture as possible. So with these ones, I really like to make sure I press the head into a little bit of paper towel to kind of help soak out as much of the moisture as possible too. And you can do this with any of your brushes, especially bigger, fluffier brushes, synthetic brushes, to help them dry a little bit faster and to make sure that they don't get a weird smell in them from having too much moisture left in the brushes. Now, as you can see, I am prepping my brushes to dry. So when you are letting them dry, you want to make sure you hang them over the edge of a counter to let air circulate. So thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.